And we are live. Hello, hello. Hello, this market. Long until you can't. Hey, Justin. Good morning to you too. Hey, I'm new here. What is this cell? What's up, Miller man? 007. Good morning. Got into this routine where I start walking on my desk treadmill for the first 30 minutes of the stream. That means you're listening to us while you walk for 30 minutes. What's up, Element? Good morning from the beach. Oh man, I'm so jealous. Good morning. Good morning to you all. Man, was I wrong about gold. I was looking for lower. I was looking for lower. ED trading 10. Good morning. We got that sweep of that previous weekly low on gold. I don't know, man. I'm still feeling like this thing wants a bit lower, to be honest. What's up with the oil? Same thing. Oil just kind of seeking discount price here. 110s, 79s. We're back at 93s. ED trading, good morning. I'm sorry if I'm not speaking too loudly. My voice is currently undergoing some things. ES and Q up almost 1% overnight. I mean, you love to see it, you hate to see it. It really just depends on who you are. This These situations, man, I'm just not a big fan of. Anyways, on NQ, let's kind of review what's been happening here over the night. 80725, 250, so pretty much a 43-point gap up overnight, 42.75 gap up overnight from the 4 p.m. or the yeah, whatever, for the CME Open. Nice little retrace. Did not tap back into the gap. And then just saw a continuation overnight. And pretty much 400-point expansion to the upside. 1.39 was our peak here. And now we're just kind of sitting at around plus 1% for NQ. So what I would like to see here at minimum, this gap really does bother me. Kind of throws me off. I was bullish for today, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, but whenever you have a plus 1% move in the direction that you were expecting, it kind of throws off your game. How is everybody doing? Did you guys join Juno for his did you guys join Juno for his London session? What do you mean? Yeah, he did, you silly goose. That was 3 hours ago, 5 hours ago. It was on. Today. I think we'll change the title for the next live stream, the PM. He did. Yeah, yeah, he did stream. Thank you, Chris. Made me feel crazy. But damn, it didn't pop up for me. Making me feel crazy. How are you guys? How's everybody? Is it morning for you guys? Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Yo, Alex, I've been playing around with your strat, the 15-second one. Talk to me, brother. Talk to me. What do you think? What have you found out? I love when people say, "Yo, I've been playing with this, I've been playing with that," because it's good to do your own research. Try not to just press buttons because of the volatility. How's the environment feeling for you, Lu? Were you watching your previous streams? Loved it. Passed 150K just using the 5-minute internal and 15-second OB to internal 15-second swing. Man, that's total 9K in a day. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Talk to me. Did you take a trade today? Or when was your most recent trade? That is amazing. Congratulations, man. I love that. Asia. Excuse me. I gotta do apologize if my voice is a little raspy, or I guess NQ will keep going bullish. We'll see what today brings. I'm really hoping today brings before 1:30. I'm assuming you're in the UK. I'm really hoping today brings the following. What is your strat, Alex? It's pretty much like a swing formation with 15-second OBs. The thing is, how do I best explain it? It's pretty much how you treat a higher time frame swing, but on a lower time frame scale. Watched your older streams just to understand. Yeah, for sure, man. I can go over that. So pretty much the way I treat it is the following. Hold on. There are two types. There are two types of the OB that I really love, but it all falls under the the simple understanding of open, high, low, and close. Excuse me. God, man, your boy is is not recovered. So pretty much what it is, let me see if I can find a good example here. Getting some volatility here. We can potentially use this one as an example, but I'd rather a better one. So here, for example, we have a 5-minute internal. Sup, Leo? What's up, Justin? She means sup, Leo. What are you talking about? So first is identifying whether you've tagged an internal or an external level on a 5-minute scale. Second is identifying a confirmed swing on that same time frame. Third is the 15-second confirmation. So what do we have for here, for example? It's very simple. All I'm looking for is a tap into an internal level, right? That typically aligns with the direction of my daily draw. So actually, before anything, I always identify my daily draw. And well, because we're trading like 15 seconds, the daily draw might not be as important. I like to generally just trade in the direction of the daily trend, and I don't really like to fight it. So we need to find a confirmed swing within number one that can then lead me to number three. So in this particular case, we have this internal level here, right? From this low to that high, that makes up that internal level. And pretty much as soon as, and because in this particular case, 8:05, 7:55, 8 o'clock, and 8:05 make up the internal, I'll look for the last candle that swept this candle's high, the 8:05 high. Now, bear in mind, there are a couple things that are really, really important here. And I think we need to speak on this because it's crucial. It's pretty much it's very crucial. So this is typically what you'll see, right, when you're trading an internal. If I'm trading an internal towards an external on a 5-minute scale, I need to make sure one sec. I need to make sure that we tap into this. Can I change the color of this? That we tap into that before we get here. Because if another example, if we take this low first, if we take the external low first and then go back for the internal, I would not retake this because it becomes kind of invalid. At that point, I'd be playing the external low. So in the example that we have here, you can see that we have yet to fail. We failed to yet take out a 5-minute external because I'm looking to target this 415 low. So I can then look to take any internal towards this 415 low. But it all aligns, right? Trailed steps into profit. So Alex, my bad. What's up, Justin? Could you explain what an OB is? Just an example. I can't seem to get it. FEG is easy to understand. Internal or external what? Okay, so here's the idea. Trader Sue. Getting into the basics here. Um, can you take the 515 FEG? 515, 515, 515, 515, 515, 515. Oh, I see what you mean. I personally wouldn't, but this is where the second model comes in. This is where the second model comes in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the second model is really simple. And I would say this is the simplest that I can put it. The second model is fairly simple. You grab the previous most obvious low or obviously formed low and then the obvious high. You grab the 299, the 635, and then you grab the first low at a discounted price point. So out of all the lows here, the most recent low is this one because this one falls under a discounted price point. And obviously it's going to be vice versa if we're looking for longs, right? Boom, boom. Now we have a discounted market. Let me just copy and paste that over. We have a discounted market, and then we have a premium market. Can I even use my... So you have a discounted market and you have a premium market. Now, what you're going to be looking for is the first low at a discounted rate, which means that this is the 4 for 14. Now, in a lot of cases, what you'll see, and maybe that's what's happened here in this particular case, is that nope, your correlated asset could be doing something different, but in this particular case, they're actually doing the same. Now, why does this work like a charm, and why do I love it? Because you're essentially using the first low at a discounted rate to create a 15-second OB uh, on a 5 minute higher time frame. Now, something that's really important to note is I'm not a big fan of whenever there's a huge gap here and nothing else. There needs to be something on this side that I can use to reference as a reaction. And so in this case, you can likely use this breaker here at 356, etc. But for the most part, the low itself will give you just a good reaction. And what you want to see here at the first low at a discounted rate. So just to kind of first low at a discounted price point, and then for longs, and then for shorts, it's first high at a premium price point. Now, obviously, you will have reactions out of um out of FEGs or whatever you want to call them at a discounted price point. But for this particular model, you need to wait for at least the sweep of the 413 low. Excuse me. Um, because in an ideal sense, or from like a theoretical perspective, the only reason this high exists is because this low was put in place, which means that from like a very theoretical and like silly kind of perspective, which means that the people that were exchanged at this low have maintained their positions up continuously into the newly created highs. We need to take out this low at 415 first before we can see a continuation, in my opinion. How do you define the range? It'll typically be just the most obvious low and the most obvious high. But the way I like to see it is obviously whenever, God, excuse me. But the way I like to see it is what impulsed us into the highs, what impulsed us into the new highs, and you can see that 311. So let me rephrase that. What impulsed That's pretty much the question that you should be asking, like if you're looking for a range. What created the impulse, or what leg created the impulse into the highs? And then what impulse created the price leg into the lows? So obviously this low here that we have was came from somewhere, right? That somewhere is here. The only reason this exists at A15 is because this 710 swing was created that then led into the impulse of this low. What led us into this high? Obviously, the creation of this 505. and then the creation of this 240. Why? Because you can see here that 240 swept out these lows and then created an impulse higher, retrace, impulse higher. So that's typically how I define my ranges is I'm asking myself on the time frame that I'm observing, how did we arrive where we are? And what was the most previous obvious swing formed that led us to where we are currently? And that'll be the 230 or 240 and 710. And now we have an established range, right? So then you take the steps to take the low, take the high, mark out your premium, mark out your discount, and then mark out the first obvious low at a discounted rate, which means that it's this 505 candle. So yes, this could hypothetically move, and that's fine, but I at least at minimum need to see a sweep of the 415s before I consider anything uh longer. What I would have loved to see was that yes, take out this low, because then at that point we have a divergence. And then at that point it would still be applicable, which means that we would be trading the divergence or the sweep of the 505 low uh on NQ. But unfortunately we don't have that. And so I would still like to see that. And then it's the same thing over and over again. You apply this on a 15-second scale. You say, hey, let's say hypothetically we already swept the 505 low. You say, hey, we now have a newly established range. 815 to 822, right? Are there any obvious lows at a discounted rate here? Not particularly. We do have this internal level at 874, but what I would like to see is at least a minimum a sweep of the 458s or the 445s. Again, I'm applying that same logic, right? I'm coming over to a 15-second chart and saying, hey, I would like to see a sweep of an obvious low at a discounted rate of the newly created price leg on a 15-second scale. This is after you've confirmed your 5 minute swing. So hopefully this kind of makes sense. I know it's a few steps, but it really is simple when you kind of just sit there and think about it. You're applying the same thing over and over, but on a lower time frame scale. So what you want to do is pretty much have this. How do I draw this out? On a 5 minute scale. So this is a 5 minute time frame, right? A sweep of that low at a discount. And then when you sweep that low at a discount, you look for a 5 minute swing. Once you have a 5 minute swing confirmed, then you look for this same exact pattern because it is a pattern that you want to look for. You want to look for the same exact pattern, but on a 15-second chart as soon as the 5 minute swing is confirmed. Excuse me, guys. Ah, man. I will be rewatching this stream again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Any other questions, just let me know. Here, I'll actually do you guys a favor. Not do you guys a favor, but um, this actually has a lot of stuff. So guys, if we can, I'll actually, if you guys can share the stream, I'll drop a 50 page, a link with 50 pages worth of notes on how to trade OBs, internal to external, and trading psychology, actually. Just share the stream. Share it, like it, comment, subscribe. Let your friends know. Let them know. So again, I would be looking for the same. What is a valid setup? Was it a valid setup? Took a short from the OB of 8 a.m. FEG. 8 a.m. FEG. When you just explained in the first example, 1 to 4 already hit, was it a valid setup? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It wouldn't have been valid. I wouldn't have used it as an example if it wasn't valid. Yeah, here, 805. You look for a sweep of the previous candle's high. So you ask yourself, what candle was responsible for sweeping the first or for sweeping the highs? And you're going to say the 81130, 81145. These two were the prime examples. So as soon as you get a closure below this candle's low, that confirms your OB. You can then look to market short at 812 or 812.45. Completely up to you. But yeah. All right, Alex, can you share the 50-page link here? Yeah, I will. I will, but everyone in here has to like this the stream and share it. I'm gonna be greedy. Nah, I'm just kidding. Here, you guys can go. Got it. Thanks, bro. Because I love you all. Guys, I'm putting it in chat. So this is 50 pages worth of notes. Let me call my friends to join. That's 50 pages worth of notes. Just make sure to like the stream, subscribe, share, share with everybody. I put it in chat. I am under Alex T Lies. That is me. And then you guys can just click on the Google Drive link. You won't be able to like edit it, obviously. I just published it pub for the public, but you guys can view it and just download it if you want. By the way, if you are watching on X or Twitter, head over to youtube.com/@thelab.live because we cannot see your comments there. Um, yeah, just head over here so I can read your comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, go to profirm.compare, create an account, use code LAB at all your favorite futures firms. Yeah, go through that file, Karn. Let me know. Thanks, bro. Yeah, no problems. No problem. That includes notes on trading psychology, on the OB model, on multiple time frames. It's dropping from that OB. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The 804, as soon as you get that closure, 804, stop above the high. Morning. Good morning. Then you could look to either target the 458s or the 446s. Excuse me. Check ES, bro. What am I looking for? Yeah, that OB actually played out nicely. But yeah, you'd be looking for a sweep here. Again, ideally, I still want that 414, was it? that 415 low. But if you get a really nice reaction out of the 459s here on NQ or the 445s, there's something in play. Carry out. Oh yeah. Dun 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 dun. Michael Jackson. Did you guys watch the Michael Jackson movie? Low-key kind of hit that actually. Tapped into another discount here on NQ. You're getting a bullish reaction out of here. But I'll stick to my conviction. Anybody having issues connecting to TradingView with TradeAvate this morning? It gives me an error. Oh boy. Let me forward it to the team. Okay, so here now you have a tap into the 459s. Curious to see if you get the reaction that that we want, or if this wants to continue into the 414s. If we manage to get a closure above the 467s here, I'll consider something, even though I'm not a big fan of trading before 9. Let's see. Closure above the 467s gives us a nice, beautiful stuff. Can this get above and close above the 469s? Can it do it? Can she do it? We will find out today at 8:40 a.m. Eastern. ES shorts to 15-minute FEG. Anybody having issues? Yeah, probably logged in on phone before. Maybe. I'm not having any issues with TradeAvate. I would suggest maybe using TradeAvate as the platform that you trade on. I'm in a moment. Carry on. Okay, let's take this bad boy. Let's let's take her. I'm liking this reaction. I'm in at the 462s. Can we get a nice reaction here? In at the 462s, just give us a nice little push to the 480s, and then I'll go break even. No, the girl is mine. Bum, 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 bum. We did get that closure that I wanted, but this is not the reaction that I want here. I really want to see us push into the 480s. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. Where's your stop loss? 445s. The 445s. Except the 425s, that would be 40-point stop. And I think if we get to the 445s, it would just immediately go for the 426s in my eyes. We got the closure that I wanted. On a 5 minute, we swept out the previous 5 minute low as well, but I'm not really liking the fact that we've kind of been stuck here for a minute. I would have liked to see an immediate reaction, but yeah, we'll see. Not looking too bueno. Yeah, boys. Rough one. Rough start. 841. Rough start for me. We'll see if she gives us a bullish reaction out of here, but rough start. That bad girl is mine. 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 Boom, 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 boom. Mine. I've had that song stuck in my head, man. I really got below. Yes, TradingView is not allowing me to log into Tradeovate either. Either. Jesus, can I read, man? Oh my God. That butt girl is mine. Mine. We've been I don't want to say nothing. I'm not gonna say anything about it because it usually does that. It can do that and it will do that. I knew it. I was just about to say we've been saved. TradingView's not allowing me. I don't know. I don't really trade on TradingView. So yeah, it looks like we might get subbed out here, boys. Excuse me. Mine. Boom. Just a couple points away here from my stop. Very unfortunate. I did like the reaction. We did get that closure. We did get that closure above the candle that I wanted to see closed above at the 67s. But no follow through. No follow through at all. Rip. There's my stop. Stopped out for a couple points. I think it was 16.25 points. Oh man, if they let this thing go now here. Just in my eyes, if we got to the 445s, they want to take this into the lows. 426s, which is why my stop is so tight. Kept giving me a connection error. I had to select don't remember me option above the long and then allowed me to log into Tradeovate through TradingView. Why do you prefer that? Like, why do you like trading on Tradeovate instead of Tradeovate? Is my question. Excuse me. Mm, 451s. Okay. I'll give the 451s another retry here. And then if not, it is what it is. 451s flat with the stop at the 441s, and then I'll look to target the 13s. I'm gonna go ahead and look to go break even at 62s if possible, or actually the 70s. I really just want to see this push. This will be my second attempt, and then if we don't get what I want, then I'll look to size down into micros going into the AM session. So if we can possibly get to the 62s or the 69s, I'll look to go break even at 451. She's not budging, man. Come on. Come on. Get us to the 462s. No, no budge. No cigar, man. No cigar. Nice. Can we get into the 62s? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. 62s there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move to look for an aggressive trail to my break even. Okay, I am break even here at 451 or 451.25. And then I'm just gonna look to target either the 480s or the 483s and then just close out there. 480s would be actually splendid. Can we get the 480s? 483s. Mine. Okay, so we are break even here at 451 on this trade. Absolutely wonderful. Gave those longs a retry. I just want to see if we can get into the 483s. So we are now above the 471s. Can we get a nice little push here? 847. We got 3 minutes until the next 5 minute candle. So I want to see if we can just get a nice little push. I'm going to look to trail my stop. I'll look for aggressive trails. Um, but I want to see if I can just trail my stop into the 470s. If that would be possible. Don't reject here. Come on. Yeah. She looks like she just still wants lower, boys, but we'll see. Excuse me. Starting to really reject above the 471s. Stop is at 451.25, so if it does tag the 25s, then I will get stopped out break even. GG's. Hello, Alex. What's up? Easy to calculate. RIP. No follow through, boys. No follow through. Just a break even trade. Did get a really nice reaction out of that. Break even trade here. So one loss, one break even. No follow through at all. Don't you dare. Really wanted to see those 480s. Would have been such a beautiful trade had we gotten into the 480s, 483s. Would have played out beautifully. Mm. Sucks. Hate to see it, man. You hate to see it. 8:50s here. Criminal. Criminal activity, to be honest. GG's. Yeah, GG's indeed. If they stop me break even on this and then continue higher, GG's indeed. I'm gonna wait until 9. It's already 8:51. I'll wait until 9 a.m. See if we get something there and then we'll get back to it. Bum, ba-dum, bum, mine, mine. What makes me curious is that the fact that the 451s are still holding. You'd obviously be the 446s, you're at a discounted price point, but it keeps failing to get above certain highs. And so I'm a little conflicted on the idea of whether it wants to push beyond. Well, I got in 445 now break even, but I don't think it will go. Yeah, good morning. What's up? Easy trades. Oh my God, man. Sinuses. Sinuses will kill you. Yes, it's on a slightly different path. It hasn't retraced as much. We'll see if we'll see if this thing wants to go. What's up, Chris? How are you? How are you? Lord. Still have not taken this low, I see. 8:55, we got 5 minutes till 9 a.m. Good afternoon. Been a nice London lunch session. Let's see how New York will play. Let's see how New York plays. Oh, really? Out of where? On in three. Leo will be joining us here shortly. Get him for some of this AM action. He's missing out, man. 3. London lunch session. It's an interesting way to see it. I never considered when you guys have lunch, but I'm assuming it's around this time, obviously. What time is it for you guys? 9 plus 5, 14. Good Lord. 8:58. Starting to get a push here. Break even on that last trade. You are starting to get a push. You got to close above 450s. It's crazy how this bullish reaction is still kind of valid and it's still in play. Insane. Does it want to reject off the 464s? If it can get above the 464s, if you can get above the 464s here, you'll just go straight to the 514s, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. 7 p.m. Where are you, man? Let me pop open these two. Yeah. 464s will give you a struggle. Sell it through or buy it through. Sorry. Oh. 9 o'clock is here. It's 460, 464s give you that resistance. Amazing, man. Rejecting off those 430 lows. We're just consolidating here. Buy. Oh. Oh. Dude, this stream is so good compared to the one I paid for. Hell yeah, man. I think we continue lower after the hourly open. You, my sir, I don't know what time you typed that at, but you, my good sir, were correct. Yeah, I think we're just consolidating here on a very low scale. 9:03 in the morning here. We got about 27 minutes. Um, 27 minutes before the open. Data lows need to go. Everything needs to go, man. It all needs to go. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, not looking for anything in particular here at this point in time. Just want to see if we can get a sweep of these 415 lows. Got low joining us here in a bit. Dun, 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 dun. Excuse me. Bring him on. Bring him on. Whoa! Bang! Bring him on. Did we get a sweep? No.
And good morning, good morning.
What's up, my brother?
How we doing?
Chilling, dude. Chilling.
Sweet. Very nice. Dude, I just woke up to a very nice surprise. Yesterday I just think this is a great story, but yesterday I was given the missus I would like to say a stock lesson, but I honestly wasn't being the best explainer, towards some of these concepts. And I was like, do you want to enter a trade? And she entered a trade on my personal account. I just opened up. We entered two micro gold longs yesterday because she said it looks good for longs. Entered two micro gold longs. I closed a partial position yesterday for 112 bucks. Just woke up this morning at $509 on a micro gold contract.
Damn. Holy W.
We are green on the day. Shout out to the missus. That's actually crazy.
That is crazy.
How are you doing though? What's happening?
Nothing, dude. Just
Oh, hang in for right
for
now.
hire. Looking for hire. But
You're looking for hire, you said?
yeah. Yeah, but I want to sweep of these 415s. Looking for a sweep of the 415, yeah. See if we get a bullish reaction out of here. If not, this thing will just go. I think if we
Yeah,
can't hold these 415s, this thing will just go for the
dude, we almost
lows.
hit, we're 370 points off of 29K on NQ. That is insane.
Yeah, man, 30K tomorrow.
Dude, at this point, it seems like it, right?
30K tomorrow.
Oh my God. Yeah, I would not be surprised. I mean, daily profile looks extremely bullish here. I see what you mean by the retrace here. I mean, as of right now, what am I looking for? I'd like to see. I mean, honestly, we didn't even feel we just bumped up after the 6 o'clock, so we didn't even get a wick into the new expansion. So you're looking for 415s. I think we honestly had a little lower here with this bearish wick before popping higher. No active SMT with YM here, or NQ, or ES, I mean. Let me check this out. All right. Bing. You got the YouTube chat up in here. What's up, Ed? Good morning. Yeah, no active S&P, but we didn't even form the wick on NQ for me. It just popped up at the 28,246, 6 o'clock open. 4 hour looks pretty good here too. 1 second, chat. We're gonna get on the charts here, do some proper adjusting, and then we'll be on for some live analysis.
Yeah, if we can't hold these 415 boys, we just go straight for the 320s in my eyes.
Dude, gold on the 15 here is looking pretty mean. Wait, let me look at this. I think I'm seeing a good short profile on gold. Wait, let me see. Oh, MGC. 1 second, chat. We're just adjusting to the charts here for a second, and then we will be game for it. Dude, gold on the 15 looks kind of nutty for shorts.
It does,
If,
bro. I've been
oh, if we
looking
get
for
this, dude, we pulled into this fair value gap on the 15, the 15-minute gap here. If we can get if we can get I mean, it's a minuscule gap. It's still a gap technically.
a gap is
Pulled
a
in
gap.
and yeah, a gap is a gap, if you know what I'm saying. And if we get this closure here, that's going to be a super solid 15-minute short on GC. Stop here, stop at the protected high. It is a quite a large stop on the 15 though. It's a 19-point stop on MGC. But Chad, I can't even lie. These look really good for shorts. Look for gold around the low 600s here. That's not too shabby. If we get this confirmed closure, I'm honestly going to look for potential shorts on GC. So don't let me forget, Chad, in case I forget to look at it. No. Um,
Shut.
shut. How's your trading day yesterday?
Oh, it was good, bro. It was good.
Nice.
I took like one long. That's about it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. I'm watching for NASDAQ. We're tracing into an hourly gap right now on NASDAQ, which is actually creating an SMT actively with ES, even though ES hasn't even pulled into this 5 o'clock gap yet. So this SMT divergence could be pretty nice here to look for a potential long signature actually on NQ as well. This is an SMT in gap fill, higher time frame gap. So look for like a 5 minute confirmation for me here for higher prices into the New York Open. Doesn't look too shabby just because we do have this major SMT. Even looking for longs on ES here. Don't look too shabby, Chad. So that's honestly what I'm looking for right now. That and then watch for this gold short on the 15. We have a couple nice things setting up. Already long at the top of alley gap. Pray for me at the top of it. All right. Well, we just have to hope we don't inverse the hourly at the open, and then you'll be golden, pony boy. What a great thing to wake up to with that MGC trade. I was actually taken on personal capital as well.
Great way to start.
Yeah.
Great way to start the day.
Sir.
Excuse me. Jeez.
Oh, gold sword because of the Middle East tensions. Got it. Just
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was just over a $60 rally. Realize how bullish the Iran war is for gold. Fundamentals have never been bullish for gold and silver. Thank you, Peter Schiff. I appreciate it. Thanks for the tweet. I'll take that liquidity.
Already won.
How's everybody in chat though, in terms of trading? I know it's only Wednesday. We're about halfway through the week when it comes to live trading, but how are we all doing so
Records.
far? Have we made ourselves generally proud? Have we followed our entry signatures? Have we not followed our entry signatures? Have we been rational traders, irrational traders? What's been the general consensus from chat, we'll say? What do we have today? I don't think we had any news on Wednesday. Yeah, no news today or tomorrow as well. So it might be. We'll see, chat.
Friday NFP.
Yeah, that's the only major one I'm watching for.
Major news.
Major news. Let me just quote you this. Now. Boom.
Been relatively good, but markets just haven't done it for me this year. I'm at a moderate rational level. Uh, okay. We did sweep out the 414s, which is what I wanted to see initially. I now want to see. I this needs to get the four above the 427s. I think if we can get above there, it's smooth sailing. But yeah, if we can get above there, it's smooth sailing.
Just need $240 for max payout on my funded futures. Gonna lock in today.
That's what you're missing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Been relatively good, but markets just haven't been it for me so far. I'm in a moderate rational level. For me is great. Weird PA. Yeah, fair enough. All genuinely makes sense, you know. Biggest thing for today, guys, no news. Just take it slow, man. There's no sweat here, you know?
I'm already
There's
sweating.
absolutely no sweat that I chat. No, I don't always. I had a bigger day yesterday on the my fundeds. I didn't copy trade all the accounts, but those ended up playing. So we got lucky.
Bro, Nasdaq's been a ranked lobby lately, man.
That's a crazy bar. You're not wrong. Oh God. What time frame are you on? Who are you talking to? For me or Alex? I don't know what Alex is on.
I'm on the 15-second.
Did you get on the 15 second? Oh my God, dude, I actually can't.
15
I
second.
genuinely, I'll never understand it. Chat, I can't lie. I'm not one for pre-New York trades, so I
Oh,
don't think
dude,
I'm gonna
this looks
take this.
good
But
though.
dude, but these longs on
Yeah.
ES, look with this SMT confirmation, look really good, especially because it's an SMT and gap fill. Do you guys play Apex? I actually used to play Apex. I actively don't play Apex right now. Um, yeah, I don't play Apex as of right now. To be so honest, like I remember I hadn't traded Apex for a bit when I was doing full focus on like Top Step and Lucid accounts, and then I couldn't find my 2FA QR code to log in, like the Google Authenticator app. It wasn't showcasing and it took a bit for Apex to respond, so I got to get back on that stat. All right. Also, chat, gold failed to give me the trade I was looking for on the 15 minute here. So as of right now, no trades from me on GC. Gonna wait to see that. I would honestly think it'd be really nice to see lower prices on gold. So that's what I'm anticipating soon here.
Think about um yeah, ES longs look good, man. I agree with you. Actually.
I know they look really nice. How's that 15-second looking on ES? Would you let me know, Doc?
Let me break it down for you.
Yeah. Dude, also I've been loving your content and so sick on the gram,
Thank
on
you,
your
bro.
trading gram.
I'm grinding, I'm grinding.
Fuego. Fuego, fuego.
Oh shit. I didn't think Kyle would see that I followed him, but followed back.
Dang.
Mr. Jade Cap. Oh yeah. Shout out Jade Cap, dude.
You got you back on the gram? Oos.
Yeah. Oos.
Oos. Oos. Oos. Oos. Dude, thanks for that,
I
Jen.
I just can't get over the fact that still my most liked post is fucking Benjamin Netanyahu. Fucking stupid. It's always this like so low effort post, man.
I know.
I hate it.
Oh, God. I'm not liking this movement on NASDAQ or ES. I meant Apex Legends. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant Apex accounts. I actually used to play. I actively don't, dude, I don't have my PC anymore. So I don't play, I used to play Legends religiously, that and then Warzone. But
Damn.
I, chat, for those of you that don't know, man, back in the day used to
Back
grind out
back in
the
the day,
full,
as if you're like a 40-year-old
yeah, back
man.
in back in my day, chat, I was ripping none other than Hope Knight.
That's how you know, dude. Have you ever played Apex? You were thinking about fucking trading?
Dude, I know. It's
Yeah.
actually crazy. Some people that I know, like Dodgy, dude, I know him. I don't even think he remembers, but I know him back from the Fortnite days. We used to be in like competitive scrim servers together. And this guy was like, I'm
Yeah.
transitioning to trading.
Crazy.
Yeah, hook the boy up on that, dude. Alex has some fire content, some fuego content.
Is there a correlation between Fortnite skill and trading?
I genuinely like competitive. I have to say it, 1,000%, dude. Like, a thousand
I believe
percent.
it, dude. I believe it. I
It's
think I
insane.
think a lot of the successful people that I know at least have played any like a video game competitively at one point in their life.
Yeah. Dude, I had earnings from Fort, man. You can search up
Really?
my Fortnite. Yeah, dude, I had like 18
That's
from
crazy.
earnings. FNCS championships on NA West region, dude. I was kind of we had that back in the day, Chad. We had that. CS:GO, I played a little. My brother mostly did. Dude, my brother was cracked out at games that guy could play.
I used to play CS. Well, I still play CS2 occasionally, but
Nice.
I feel kind of washed sometimes. Like, damn, these youngins.
So I feel when I hop on the court, dude. I'm like, I ain't got it like I used to, man. Oof.
These youngins, man.
12-2. I'm looking at the reason why I hop back on the my funded just because I had this weird thing where like I took some payouts and then I was just being an idiot on them. It was like that one firm that like I just couldn't do anything with. Like I
Yeah.
don't know why, I just could not take payouts from them. I just was like, I don't know. It was the weirdest thing. So I was like, you know, what? I'm gonna break this curse. And so I like actually had to dial in on it because I was like, I don't know why. I was like, I don't want to have bad blood with the firms, man. I gotta step it up.
Yo, how does the verified thing work on Instagram?
What do you mean, the verified check mark?
Yeah, how do you get that?
You the meta verified. You buy the meta verified pass.
Oh, but
Yeah. It's in settings and activity under for professionals, and you get meta verified. You subscribe to it. I like it because it actually like really helps with the scamming side of things.
what you mean by that?
Dude, like all the people that make the fake accounts, dude. Oh my God. I had this one guy message me, paid $500 for some fake version of me. And he was like, I thought it was you. I'm like,
Oh my
dude,
God. That's
dude.
horrible. Jesus.
Same here. Used to be very good at CS. Now the sweaty kids wreck me. Dude, I don't even blame you. When do you typically move to live in futures? It depends on the firm, but if you take really big payouts, like 2 to 3 times, most of the time firms will move you live. Um,
Yeah, that's
if
true.
you, yeah, it depends. I know like other firms do. If you take 5 payouts on the accounts, they'll move you live, like Lucid and TopStep.
Shout out Lucid.
Um, I used to be on this streak where I would right before taking like a fourth pad or fifth pad on Top Step, I would just liquidate my accounts. I didn't want to move live originally because I had my live account and I realized that was kind of stupid. So full port on the fourth. Not quite what we're saying.
Mm.
Not quite, but nice try. Nice try
Same,
there, Tej.
same, but different.
Uh, chat. So as of right now, we're still creating this SMT down here. So I'm looking to see this pre-New York. If we can respect this fair value and pop higher, I'd like to see price move higher. But as of right now, I'm not too sure.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming, swimming. You ain't got generational wealth. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
She's pushing, man. What's up, Kevin? Kevin Zoo?
Yo, 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 Mr. Tiramisu. I'd like to NQ to take out Lennon directly to move higher. Would not be a bad, that's not a bad shout. Definitely not a bad shout. Taking out the Lennon low here. Yeah, I could see that as well. I just definitely do want to look for higher prices on NQ today. That's without a doubt. Hello, Leo Yappa. What's up, Kevin? Good morning, Pimpins. Hope y'all's days are excellent. Quizzy, we're hanging, dude. We are hanging.
Pimpins. No reaction here from the 412s or the 414s. I'm just kind of just waiting, boys. I am just waiting. Every time we get above an area where I want to see a closure, we get near it, and then we fail to close below it, or we do close above it, and then it just immediately rejects. So I'm just being cautious. It's likely telling me that order flow or is slightly bearish for right now.
Why I'm longs honestly even look better than ES, but yeah, I'm not. We're too close to the open. We're 4 minutes out from the open. So as of right now, I'm not gonna take anything. I wouldn't be surprised. Why I'm looks like it's prepping to pop at the open here. I wouldn't be surprised if NQ and ES do get to that London low, like Joey, you were thinking. Joey, Joey,
Joey Jowie.
Joey. Ch-ch-ch-ch. Joey. Okay, that's what I thought. Good, good, good. How to make sure? Like to pronounce Joey like it's Joey. Ah, so does that mean I'm fluent? I'm joking.
Joey Jowie.
Oui, monsieur. Just requested a small pad on it. There we go. I'm gonna try and build the buffer on these accounts, chat. So I just took $1,100 payout off all the my fundeds. That way it's 1,000 with the split. I want to see if we can build the buffers because I think the max pad on these is 100K. Be cool. Be a cool tweet, dude. Be a fuego tweet. Alrighty, we've got about a minute here. What's up, Dean? We've got a minute here until open, so let's see what happens. But would not be surprised if you see slight lower prices on NQ. YM looks like it wants to pop, but also I'm just gonna be patient for today. That's gonna be the goal, chat. We're up on these MGC longs already, so I'm not looking for too much here. Gonna try and conserve the capital the best I can. Alrighty, 30 seconds to the open. Dean, hope you're doing well, boss man. Villas, what's up? What's up? Good morning, everybody. Let's get ready for an open today. There's the open.
Move down. She's moving down.
He is moving down. NQ's moving down and YM is popping. Kind of what we
Down,
all
down.
wanted here. Want to see London. See if we see these London lows, chat. What's up? What's up, my guys? Dean in the house. He's going a bit here. Let's see what happens. Nothing from me yet, chat. Just gonna watch NQ. Probably take out London here before trying to scout a trade. We will see. Nice short there. YM's going longer here. I'm gonna open up the TTFM Pro. We likely gonna remove that SMT. I don't know what ES is doing. Yeah, ES is not gonna be a tradable asset for me right now. I can't lie. It's a little indecisive for my liking, so I won't be looking for that yet. But if this 1 minute closes above this sweep out, we might get a nice long signature here on NQ. If this closes high, um, we'll see though. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Nothing from me yet, chat. Gonna see if we get the Sisti closure on NQ and see higher prices. That's actively what I'm looking for right now because I am long bias on NQ today. So if we do get that, I'll be looking for a potential long signature. Nice pop here. Alrighty, this 1 minute closure, I might actually look for some potential longs on NQ. It's look for a retrace into the Sisti here because I don't want this wide of a stop.
CISD.
CISD. It's gonna just continue. It's gonna continue popping without me. It's just gonna fly. We'll
C
see.
to the I to the
C
E.
to the I, to the S to the D. D. C to the I to the S to the D. C D. Mm-mm.
Goody. What's goody? What's goody good looking?
What's goody deep GVH or XH? Lovely
We
seeing you again, boss man. I'll never forget that name, man. Don't change that username.
don't ever change who you are.
Don't change who you are. Words of wisdom from the boss man.
Don't change. It's deep.
Just don't change who you are, period. Change who you are, change trading style. Bullish or bearish? I'm bullish bias on the day. Also, I am not in on this trade. I'm not in this trade that I've mapped out here. This is me just attempting to see whether or not we'll see higher prices. And if we will, then I will look to trade it. If not, I will not look to trade it. Oh. And Q looks like it really wants to go higher. It just retraced into the EQ, the previous 15-minute candle, and now we're popping higher off of that. ES likely popping higher here as well. Oof, those ES longs.
Oh, let's log this thing, man. I'm
Dude,
over it.
this is just gonna fly.
You
Hola
thought
mi
about
vida, what's up, Miami? Understood. 3 minute
yo.
looks clean too. That Sisti would not be surprised. Yeah, this 3 minute Sisti closure, yeah, it's also really solid. I'm not even gonna lie, I totally
Yeah,
damn
she's
it.
just
I
gonna
missed the
go.
3 minute here. That actually would have been great.
She's just gonna go.
But
I'll wait for a retrace.
that's a big stop. So I'm likely gonna wait for the new 15 or the new 30 minute, but I won't lie, I did miss that 3 minute. I was hyper fixated on the one there.
I'll wait for a retrace. Or you know
Wait, the
that
DH?
audio? You know that audio? It's like, "Fa!"
Yeah.
That shit's kind of
That's
funny.
exactly how that feels when you just see price pulling away from you after wanting to look for longs. You and I were both looking for them
Like,
too. Ah.
"Fa!"
Ah.
What's up, slave? Yo, don't forget to drop a like and
Yeah,
subscribe.
if you guys have not already.
I dropped a 50 pages worth of notes earlier in chat. Let's see. Can we get back down into the 387s? Just a nice little tap back into the 930 opening
Please
price.
get back in the 387s. I'd be so happy if we got back in the 387s. Price is running, chat. Oh boy, that 3 minute looks good. 3 minute on ES as well. That 1 minute confirmation. Oof.
This-
In here, what's up, Flitch? Not in any trades right now. I wanted to see higher prices, but we just kind of got a runner, so gonna have to bite the bullet on that one. And
Come on. Gold is just skyrocketing, dude.
GC is
Yeah.
glad we didn't enter those shorts. Yeah, we started consolidating a bit, and then I was like, that's an invalidation.
That is the invalidation.
The invalidation for the trade. Me neither was referring to Alex's notes in chat. Found them. Gotcha. 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 Getcha. Getcha.
Found him.
5 minute
Yeah, they're up there,
also.
bro.
5 minute also just confirmed a long signature, and it's back into the 60 now. So I might be tempted to try this 5 minute. I'm gonna try light size on the five here. Just nice light sizing.
Dude, come on. Three,
I'm not in.
what is
I'm
it?
not in on this. It's pulling back. Back.
387s. Just give me 387s.
Nasdaq. If I don't win, at least take my brother with you. Let him
380s.
take that one in trade, man.
I'm gonna get greedier here, to be honest.
It's
Yeah,
tempting. Off this
387.
five, it's super tempting off this 60 on this five for me.
I've got my limit set at 380, 386.5.
All right, I grabbed two literally super small size here. I grabbed three micros just off the bat on this, and then I'll probably grab more as we get back down into the 1 minute 60.
Oh, but I kind of want to limit at 367, dude.
360 what?
No, no, no.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, okay, I can help. Green. All right, average fill there for me. This is the starter
Oh,
here. We
you're
got an
fully
average
in.
fill. There we go. It was at the
Oh, dude,
388.75 for
I'm
me.
being greedy.
And I have my stop at the low of the fair value gap here. I want to limit my risk, chat. So this in a 1.5 hour is what I'm actively targeting. If we see a little bit more of a retrace, I'll target, but my current fill is on 28, 410.75 on NQ. I'd like to see this continue higher. I will grab probably two or three more.
I want this for you. You just tapped into discount too.
Yeah. And we tap back into the hourly gap, which is what I wanted to see on the hourly and the 5 minute gap here. So hopefully this 5 minute extends. Yeah, 5 minute 60 looks good here, chat. And that also confirmed an SMT with ES.
I'll
So
join you.
I'm more keen on this chat. More keen on this trade, chat. Isn't that right?
I will join you.
I love those people that are like, if I succeed, take my brother with me. Let my brother succeed with me. Currently up about 20 points on this. Not super heavy size on this chat, but once again, I'm looking for to make literally $240 to get these payouts on my fund. I'm hungry. People gotta eat. Nice reject back above the 60 here.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
I want to see this pop higher. If we can reclose back above the 935 high, I'll be a happy camper.
Oof. You're gonna get this push here.
Uh, it looks good
Beautiful.
here. ES and NQ actively have an SMT as well within this gap fill, this 5 minute gap. ES is actively retraced back into it. So if ES can hold this gap, it'll pop NQ higher as well. That'll be nice. 5 minute breaker, nice flitch, very nice. Yeah, we're not in this with a lot of size here. 87 points is significantly more. It's $170 per contract here. I'm planning on making, so it'd be nice.
This
Give it
volatility
to
will
me.
help you.
We're up
You got this
35
volatility
points
here.
now on these. These look really good.
Nice, nice, nice. Give us a push into the 473s.
This
Get my
is nice too, chat, because when I was doing my analysis on the NQ for higher prices, I was looking at the hourly. So I'm just aligning my 5 minute entry with my hourly bias. So this is higher confidence for me. Um, Honestly, would not if we reclose back above the 935, I'll likely go break even on these. Joey says looks bad ammo. Fair enough, boss man. Fair enough. We each have our own edge, you know? But we need to close above the 935. If we close above the 935, I'll take a partial here since I'm up almost 50 points on this. Closure above the 935, I'm taking a partial, and then I'm gonna likely move my stop to break even and just bite the bullet. I'm in two at 28, 427. Oh, very nice. Very,
trading.
very nice. Yeah, I just grabbed the deep retrace from that 60, so I'm watching for this closure. ES is really pulling into this fair value, but if ES holds this 5 minute opening gap, that'll be very nice and bullish for
Yeah.
NASDAQ. There we go. That's a huge push on ES.
Nice.
Yeah.
142.
And that'll confirm if this recloses as well above the 935, that confirms the SMT and gap fill, which is super high probability for me. So I'm actually looking for a closure above 28, 444, 75. You ain't got generational wealth, but millions. Mandem.
I know exactly what song you're talking about.
Yeah. He's
Dude,
like,
get
oh
tapped
God,
into
get this guy off,
that
man.
UK
Oh,
rap.
dude. Yeah, dude. I'm exposed to the UK culture now. What can I say?
I'm
Got
in
the
this with you,
misses in
by
the
the way.
UK. We're exposed to it now, bro.
I've taken your trade.
You've taken my trade,
Yeah.
the 5 minute.
Yeah, but my stop is super tight and I'm already kind of break even at 429s because I don't like this weakness. But
That's so fair. Yeah, I don't like this weakness
I'm
either.
in this with you.
I need this closure. Let's go, dude. I need this closure above the 935 and I'll be happy. If not, well, shiver me timbers.
Shiver me timbers.
I need ES to, if ES can rebuild some strength here, NASDAQ will pop alongside it.
Yeah.
No strength on ES, NASDAQ no go higher. Strength on ES, NQ go higher.
Nasdaq go.
That's what we're
Yeah.
watching for, chat. 1 minute left here.
Woo!
Nice. Bang! Give it to me, baby. Sell pressure
All
is
I need
real.
is
All right, I'm out.
473.
I'm out of a partial here for 52 points. All right, this closure here, I want this closure above the 935. This looks really solid now. Oh,
There we go.
chat. There we go. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me.
I'm out of this,
That's that.
boys. I'm done. Thank you, Leo.
You're out. Dude, hell yeah. Oh, sick. Yeah. Good entry, dude. Alrighty, chat. I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna take off two more here, and then I'm gonna leave the rest for this 28,497. I just don't like that. Yes, still looks yes, it's rejecting, but it's still relatively weak here. Alrighty, I'm off two more. I've got two more now. Two more.
Beautiful.
That's alrighty, chat. Let's see now if we can hit full TP on this for the full 1.5. But as of right now, this is a 1.3R trade on those partials. So I want to see if we can hit full TP now on these last ones. And I'm also actively break even on this. So whatever happens, chat, we're already up on this trade. Bang, 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 baby. Give it to me. Nice pop. Huge pop on the five. That's what I was saying. I want to see higher. I wanted to see retrace into this hourly gap and higher prices. You guys that were here right at the, you in this low? Am I in this trade? Yes, sir. I was just talking about this. I'm in on this. All right, new 5 minute. I'm break even on these. So I want to see this pop into 1.5. If this hits, this is 2 on 2 on the day. And low key, I'm just gonna call it a day here because this secures a payout with my funded. All right, let's see if we get out here. If we're gonna reject a bit. NQ looks good. Oh, oh, chat. Order half a
God,
point off of my TP.
God.
Was lovely stuff. Bossman was working how to mute stream. No worries, dude. Let's go, boys. Bang, we're out. Full 1.5 hit, baby.
Oof.
Oof, dude, 87 points on them Johns. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. There we go. We'll take it. That's a winner. W 1.5 on the 5 minute there. Super well managed risk here. Stop below the fair value gap, tagged into this 87. That was good. SMT in the gap fill with ES as well. This was a beautiful trade. that 5 minute, I'm not gonna lie, that 940 saved us. I was getting a little worried by the weakness. Gotta love base hits. Dude, I'm not gonna lie,
Oh,
chat.
dude.
1.5K we done at 945. I'm done with my workday as well. I can't even lie. That's it. I'm locking out. I made 500 from MGC and now we're up on this. This secured max payouts with my funded, which is super super cool. At least when I mean max payout, I mean like with typical firm payout. But that's max payout there. That was a copy traded trade. And on the personal, this is a good day, chat. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Leo, what point did you take your MGC trade? I took it at like 8:20 last night. I was just saying, fun fact, that MGC trade was taken by the missus. I was given a stock talk and I was like, we're gonna throw real capital on the personal right now on micro gold contracts. And she was like, trend looks bullish. Boof. Buy signature on MGC at like 8:20 p.m., 8:15 p.m., and it just soared. Look at this. We got in at right around here. We got in right around here on this retrace, which actually retraced in now it retraced into a 15-minute gap and just soared higher on an MGC contract. So shout out the missus. Let's have a day. Yes, sir. I'm assuming you proposed afterwards. That's a great comment. Definitely. Yeah, guys, I'm engaged now. No, I did not. I did not. However, I was quite happy to wake up this morning and know that the trade that my woman took was up $500 in the personal account. And the worst part is we entered with two MGC contracts. I closed one for like $117 profit when we went out last night. So had I kept both would have been a band from the misses.
Bando.
Crazy. That was a great trade, dude. Good job. A W couple, you know it. Yeah, chat. I'm not even gonna lie. I'll do some tape reading and stuff, but I'm up a lot more on the day than I was expecting for a no news midweek Wednesday. So I'm probably gonna close the charts here and just do some tape reading with you guys. I might do an options trade or two, based on like the IB, just because to switch it up. But I'm gonna lock out the futures accounts because we're up much better than I thought. So I'm not complaining here. And Qs are up. Oh my God, the
Dropping at the
gap up on
bando.
Q, dude, $10 gap up on the Qs. Oh
Just
my
here for the
God.
vibes. Thanks, man.
Leo, how do you figure out if the market is going to pop up or down? Like at the open, you mean? I've been watching you, and 70 to 80% of the time you're right about the pop. You said side. SSM, SMM, I can't even lie, dude. It's not, it's just experience in the market. I don't want to sound that like in an egotistical way, but it is kind of a gamble. The open is a gamble. I just have seen I don't even know. I've seen thousands of opens now in general that like based, you can see where price is kind of consolidating. Like I see that we retraced into a massive hourly gap. And so for me, when price pre-New York Open is already accumulating orders within a large hourly gap, most of the time you can anticipate that institutions are really like collecting as many buy orders as possible before pumping price higher. So it's kind of just using that framework, and then also the fact that I've seen, very similar opens hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of
Observing it.
times. So yeah, that's the honest response. It is kind of luck, but it's luck with a just a general market edge. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't want that to sound cocky, but like that is
No,
actually what it is. Also, I did miss on these spy put opportunities on QQQ. We're likely going to see a retrace back to the 688. We rejected off the initial balance high here. This is the edgeful IB indicator, but we rejected off the IB high, so likely going to look for a 25% to 40% retrace here. I missed on these shorts, which is nice. We'll see probably ES and NQ also retrace 25% of the 15-minute range. So if anybody's wondering, that's the first 15-minute range, 9:30 to 9:45, and there goes the 25% retrace. Okay, well, that already happened. Nice. I'm stoked we both snagged that trade, Alex.
dude, yeah. Forgot to plug in
Forgot a what?
And I posted a story,
Oh
but
my God. What a tanker candle on NQ. Jeez. That was a 40 point. Well, that's a little more than the 25% retrace, but those QQQ puts already at the 25%. That was beautiful. Yep, that's an official
I'm
25%
re-long
retrace.
429.
What's up?
I'm re-long 429.
Not a bad idea, dude. I could get I already locked out, so I can't take any more, but I could get behind that 100%.
I'm re-long 429. I like this setup. Come back to re-long 429 and then see if we can get a push into the back into the highs at 500s. Beautiful play off that 15-second OB, man. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really good pop.
See if we can get into the 501s. I just want to see 463s get tagged. 463s get tagged and then back into the I'm 1/3 of my original size here because I already took that first trade uh was actual full size, so I'm 1/3 of my size here. I've sized down just because like I don't want to over risk and end up risking too much than I should. But let's see if we can get a pop back into the 501s. I am break even here, chat, but I am gonna look to add one more. I'm gonna look to add one more and bring my average up slightly to the 441s. So I'm at 440 entries at 441 now with that extra contract added. I am break even at 441 despite that. And then I just want to see if we can get a push into the 501s, and then I'll fully close out at 501 actually. Can we get this push? Come on.
This looks really good, dude. Good
One more.
entry.
So actual risk was around 22.75 points. I'm break even here at 441, sorry. 501. 441. Ah, saying so many numbers, dude. I'm
I
starting to
know,
lose
dude. I don't even blame you.
track.
It's just like get around. I don't even blame you.
I just want to see. Come on. Get back above the 479s. Don't come back to me. 479s, and then we can get the 501s. And then if not, probably just get stuck to break even. But come on. Give us that. Give her there.
Give her to.
Give her there.
Come on, NASDAQ.
Give her there. Come on, Naz. Naz is the weaker one, I feel, today.
Yeah, as of right now, a little bit, but it still looks good. I could see it pop into those 79s here. It just retraced into the VWAP as well, so it's gonna bounce off the VWAP here. Yeah, there we go.
Come on.
It bounced off the 1 minute VWAP on MMQ well, so that was gonna pop. Good stuff.
Give us a pop. Give me the
That's 4-7.
501 so I can close out. Just want to be out of this. Or are you kidding me?
You tagged.
No, no, I didn't. Like it. I was one. It was two ticks away from
Oh my God.
my close.
This still looks good though. It's gonna be a 1 minute closure
The thing
above
is,
VWAP
I'm
as
on
well.
MNQ, so I saw like a really weird pop, which I'm not a big
Yeah,
fan.
I see it right now on Trade of Eight. Yeah. What a morning. Holy cow.
Come on, give us that last bit of a push here
I
at
know.
501, and that's me out.
Bang!
Hey, boys. Jeez, Louise. Danny C's.
3 winning trades in under 30 minutes into the open. Virtual high five on that, boss man. Good stuff. Bang! Good stuff, dude. Great morning. There we go. Good stuff. Yeah, well, I'm locked out already, chat. Leo, do you go for 200, 300 profit for a day on a 50K eval? I can't lie, on a 50K eval, I trade like 2 to 3 times higher size. I trade the same I do when I have a funded, I just trade higher size. Just because I mean, I have the experience now where I know that it's hard for me to blow evals. So I just trade higher size. I won't say I don't blow evals. I'm not perfect, but it's not, I'd say I'm pretty good at passing them. So I just trade higher size. Like I'll trade exactly how I did just now with the Sisti, except instead of trading, let's say 3 to 5 micros, I'll maybe trade 10, almost a mini size, and I'll trade that instead. if I'm trying to see that go higher. Great trade by the way, Alex. That was a really good re-entry on that bearish leg.
Dude, beautiful.
What a morning job. We are up and I'm waiting for the confirmation here, but we've got payout inbound, which will be super nice.
Payout inbound. Money, money,
Payout
money, money, money,
inbound.
money, money.
This is gonna be payday Wednesday. It's so weird. Wednesdays recently have been my payday for me. Lab winning easy today. Yes, sir. Your chart looks so clean with them two winning trades.
Yes.
Us. What's your high size on 150K evals for 150K evals? Dude, I mean, I honestly like to be frank, I'll trade like two minis. I'm not gonna BS you. I'd trade two minis on 150K. If I'm trading a big trade like this with 87 points, I'll do two minis 100%. Yeah, lab winning. What's up, Juno? Good seeing you.
You
Juno, are you
know?
still in Thailand?
Yeah, I do. I think he's there for, I mean,
Hell yeah.
he's there for a month.
Also, dude, those QQQ retrace to the 25%. That was perfect. I know for a fact the boys at Trade IB are killing. Yes, sir, coming back in a month. Very nice. One trade, one pass eval. I don't do that, dude. Definitely not. That's just too risky. I mean, at least give yourself the opportunity to take like 3 to 4 trades, you know? Don't pass it in one. Thank you, Alex Leo Flitch. Anytime, man. Anytime at all. Good stuff. Are you locked out? Are you still on the charts for today, Alex?
Dude, I will make hay when the sun shines, bro.
Dang.
Give me a retab back into to
And
the
he's back for it.
428s and I'll be
Yeah,
long.
whatever that 950 candle was, I honestly would have grabbed a reentry, retagged into the Sisti as well, which was like a perfect reentry in that too. Yeah, that was really solid.
Banger. 3 for 3, crazy.
Now we can play You Ain't Got Generational Wealth. Yeah, let me get this properly.
80 points for two minis, kind of no question mark on 50Ks. One trade, one pass. I mean, listen, and this is going to be the honest, God honest truth. Mm, you need to be fully like accountable for the size that you take. If you're a person that can afford to lose evals in that way and you want to risk money that way and you're okay with losing money that way, as long as you're backed by your statistics, it's like if you're taking 10 evals and five of those maybe you pass, but you can afford to lose it, like by all means, sure. But it just makes more sense for you to kind of make your evals last a little bit longer and you can still apply those same statistics, right? Like if I have a 50% win rate with like an average 1 to 1.7 RR, then you should be able to calculate how many trades with each, with each different size or dollar risk it will take for you to lose that account. Because in the back of your head, like you should always know like what's my risk of ruin. And your risk of ruin is pretty much the probability of you going into or of you losing the account. I always say like treat the evals. You can be more aggressive on evals, but then also just hold yourself accountable when you do. Because if you blow an account, or if you're risking $1,000 on a trade on a 50K account and you have 2K worth of drawdown, don't be surprised when it's blown because you're fully responsible for risking that much amount that amount on that account, you know? So just hold yourself accountable to it. Oh, dude, that tap was perfect, man. Like if you look
That
at the
was
50,
so good. I would have taken that too, but I locked out. Like I genuinely couldn't take the trade. I locked out of the accounts. But that was a
if
beaut.
if you look at the 15-second chart on NQ, like look at this perfect from this low to that high.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Is that
Like,
the 15-minute range? Was it the first 15? Oh no, that was the first 5-minute range.
Yeah, this was literally
The point 0.5
around
bounce on that, dude. Holy cow, that's beautiful. Yeah,
8 minutes worth of price action.
that's so nice. Yeah, that point 0.5 tap. I literally saw that and we tapped back into the 60. That would have been a re-entry for me as well. But I'm locked. I'm locked out.
First slow, what's it called? First slow at a discount. Just beautiful retap back into there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Dude, gold is just pushing, man. It's
I
crazy.
know. It's just pump. I'm glad I didn't enter shorts. I like those 15-minute, but the second I saw the indecision, I was like, nope, I'm out. Dude, had I still stayed in those longs before I closed them, man, we'd be up.
What's the longest you've ever held a trade?
I mean, options or futures?
Anything, just as long as it's obviously not a like your long-term port.
Yeah. For options, those Moderna calls, I held those for like, I mean, from the day I bought the first contracts before I sized in heavy, like 7.5 months. I
Damn,
bought,
really?
yeah, I bought yearly calls on Moderna. I was using my paychecks towards buying yearly Moderna calls during COVID. That was probably the longest I'd ever been in a trade with.
Yeah. She's coming back for us, man.
Seems like it.
She's coming back.
Take three, take three.
Listen,
I can see the vision. You don't even have to say it.
if we get a 15-second CSD out of the 428s, I'll retake it.
Yeah, I honestly don't blame you. I still want to see higher prices as well. Dude, gold is actually ripping nice. Um, EOD drawdown, you either have 100 loss, 0 loss, you have a really good day without risking anything. Yeah, it's honestly good advice, Chris, with your stop after three trades. Trade only 25K counts with 1 up to 3 micro, depending on the risk. That's great. 25Ks, people underestimate them, but you can really collect payouts from 25K accounts.
Let me put my glasses
Yeah,
back
chat.
on.
Also, just for transparency, by the way, if you guys see me map out anything on the chart, I am locked out of all the personal and the futures. I hit the daily profit goal for those, so I'm out on everything. It's an auto lock. So for those wondering, just if I map out anything else for you guys, just know that I am no longer in the position. It was indeed just a mapped out trade.
All right, let's see. Got a limit set at 431, stop at 411. I just want to see if we can get a reaction out of here. And if not, it is what it is. There you go. Tagged in at 431, stop at 411. I am in for one, is it 1/6, 1/5, 1/6, something of my size, because obviously you guys know me. I don't want to over risk and run into the risk of ruin. So I am tagged in there at 431.25. If we can get above, oh, this drawing tool is doing my head in. Stop is at 411. And then again, I am in super small risk because I don't want to lose any of the profits that I've made. And this is also just a risky trade. So we'll see. This will be my last trade for today as well. It is what it is, but I did want to give it another shot. Another shot, shat.
Chat.
That might be me actually. Come on.
And Q2 stage SMT short's good. Not my. I see it. I was actually scouting those. I don't know. I personally wanted to see higher prices on NQ, so I'm less keen on looking for shorts right now. Especially because higher time frames rejecting aggressively. We had a really big hourly closure above this hourly gap. So for me right now, this is just forming the wick of the new hourly since it is 10 o'clock now. So I'm looking for 10 o'clock to expand away from this fair value rejection. It's just forming the wick of 10 o'clock right now. So I think long term right now, we're still going to see higher price on NQ, just to be a hundo P with you.
Really failing to get above here, back into the 431s, but let's see if we can get a nice little push. I will go break even at 452s if we manage to get it. We just need to see the 452s. Oh, dude, what was that pop? I don't like pops like that, man. Don't like pops like that. Throw me off. Really tapped into the 443s and then just now seeing a really strong rejection here. Almost at my 411 stop. Let's see if it pushes here. Yeah, stopped out there, boys. What the hell just happened? Yeah, stopped out there. Hey, I'll take it. $37 loss. It is what it is. Sized super small was a high risk, but I will take it. I'm now locking myself out of these.
Yeah, quite an
Excuse me.
aggressive bear.
Now locking myself out of these accounts, and that is it for me, boys. Wanted to try my luck on that last one with a couple micros. What is this market? Yeah, that was a really crazy push to the downside there. Like they were trying to absorb as much as they can. Sell pressure is real.
Real.
Jowie. Jowie.
Should have held the short. Joey, fair enough, man. You got to realize when you hop on these segments, we're here just trading. We're just here trading our vibes, man. We're just here to vibe and trade and continue to vibe and trade.
Talk to you all, to be honest.
Yeah.
God, what was I looking for? What was I looking for? Oh,
What
dude.
exactly was I looking for?
387s.
Don't draw down though. That's gonna like higher still. Just trying to map this out, chat. Kind of look at my own trade here, see what we shapped up. Honestly, chat, I still think we see higher prices. I don't know. I can't frame a short bias right now in this type of market. We're consistently breaking all-time highs. It's just, this is not the type of market I want to fight against, trying to go short in a market that clearly wants to go higher. Institutions are not ready to give up bullish price action yet. It's just not even close. All good. I met myself. Yeah, fair enough. Hey, but good. At least, you can walk away knowing that your conviction was right, right? At least your conviction at that moment was right. Looking for lower off that 15-minute Sibi. Don't blame you. Oh my God, look at this pop on NQ. Jeez
Crazy,
Louise.
dude.
Yeah, like what, you got tagged out. You barely got tagged out there, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, I did 411. Well,
Or
but dude, that original 387 idea played out 28,387.
yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Good
Tapped
shout.
right back into discount.
Hmm.
We should rip one of those 5K pack Pokemon packs on stream.
Is Kane getting in on those? I think Kane and Max are like super into those packs. That'd be down. That'd be funny. Do like a weekend lab stream opening packs.
My fear with like really expensive Pokemon cards is like the liquidity of it all. Like, are there enough buyers for me to even sell a card
Yeah,
that's like 10 grand, you know?
because it does, yeah, it's a good point. It does depend on what exactly the users want.
Yeah, dude.
Also, chat, sorry, really quick. Chat, didn't mean to cut you off there. Chat, looks like we formed the wicked 10 o'clock. So I'm really expecting 10 o'clock to expand back into the 7 o'clock high. I really like we retap back into the hourly gap here. This looks quite promising to just pull higher on NQ. This looks really good actually. So actively, that is what I'm looking for to see what exactly will occur. Yeah, that was really nice. The 6 o'clock open here as well in the hourly. There's not enough to show I care. Can't you feel your loving? 8 days a week. I'm just getting this trade mapped out for all of you right now. We'll be back at live trading in just a second here. Just getting this mapped out. If you guys haven't already, though, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the stream segments. Alex and I on some heaters. Alex, 2 for 2 on the day. Myself, 1 for 1 on the day here. Beautiful morning with the lab today. So if you guys have not already, make sure you guys are showing some love by liking and subscribing to the segments. Helps us out a bunch. Lets us know that you guys enjoy the type of content we're producing for every single one of you. So if you have not, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. This is for 10:07 1 minute candle, WTF. I haven't seen it. I'll check it out in just a second here. I'm curious to see what that's looking like. What's the 6 hour look like here on? I wanted to expand higher off that no 6 o'clock gap, but we had the 6 o'clock and then the EQ this previous. Do you have any SMT on the 6? No SMT on the 6 hour here. Yeah, it just continued higher. Wow, dude, look at this 6 hour V shape. Alex, if you have a sec, look at YM starting Friday, May 1st. Look at this V-shaped recovery from 49 from 50,143
Oh my
to
God.
40. What a V 6 hour V-shaped recovery looks diabolical, chat. All inside of this humongous Thursday, 30th of April, 6 o'clock. Bullish signature. What a wreck. That is relatively nutty, chat. I can't lie.
Yo, drop a like, share, subscribe. Example, I bought tons of upland properties. Damn. And now the hype
Okay,
dropped.
we're at the now hype job. Um,
Happens, man. You know, there's one thing on this earth that won't lose its value, and that's oil.
You want to know an asset that never depreciated, that never depreciates? It's called oil.
Can't go wrong buying some barrels of oil, man.
See my truck here? Clearly you don't, because you ain't buying oil.
Let me get a Michelob Ultra, please.
I'll need some peanuts and something else.
All I need is some cigarettes, Michelob Ultra, and my tractor.
Oh gosh, dude. Help chat SOS. Leo looks like he could be from the south, low key. That's a first. I don't think I've ever received that. Is it the slight mullet we got going right now? What's the verdict? I think that's a first for me. I don't think I've ever heard somebody tell me I look like I'm from the South. Take that as a compliment, young buck. Five Miller Lite and peanuts. Yeah, dude. Hey, it's a
Yo,
vibe, man. What can I say?
uh, what does SOS even stand for, dude?
Save our souls.
Is it?
For wait, SOS?
Yeah. Is it Save
Yeah, I
Our
think it's
Souls?
save our souls or
Oh
save
yeah, yeah,
our
yeah. Yeah, it
wait.
is Our Souls.
What does SOS stand for? What does not? Oh, it says it is not an abbreviation for save our souls or save our ship.
Oh,
Huh.
okay.
That's what AI says. Everybody says it means save our souls though. Reddit says save our souls. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
assume.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that would make sense, yeah.
Mr. Telephone
Someone over
Man.
shoulder, or maybe someone over ship. No, I think they have the slang for that. That'd be like something else.
Save our stop loss.
Like that approach.
You guys are funny.
Can't lie, I honestly 10 o'clock's it's not doing what I want. So I'm honestly, I mean, I'm off regardless, but I typically wanted to see 10 o'clock expand away after we form the wick back inside of the hourly gap. So if we're not going to get that, that's extra reason not to trade this.
I'll tell you what though, tap back into
Retry, retry. One more time.
432. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Dude, camera gets in here today. I got what did I get? I always forget the
Sony
name.
A7C Mark II.
No, no. Is it
That's the
why is that like the
that's like the class. Everybody's been going with that. Like T has that, AM
really?
has that. Yeah.
Oh no, I went for a basic just for streaming actually.
Oh, sweet.
The ZVE 10-2.
ZVE 10.2.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Oh, that looks.
Yeah.
Oh, that yeah, it's comparable because that has the really good autofocus, doesn't it?
I think so. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like one of the better ones for streaming. So I'll have it
Yeah.
plugged in, I think tomorrow.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's the same. It's got a lot of the same tech as the Sony A7C Mark II. That's a great camera to pick up, dude. Hell yeah. That's exciting. 4K 60th. Yeah.
A7's oh dude, but that A7C is like fuck. Like
Plus you could record with that and do a bunch of stuff. That's a great
yeah,
pivot.
yeah. I'm really gonna get my artistic side. You guys are gonna see me get stuffed out in 4K.
That's so tough.
Just even better.
What a tag.
All right, boys, I'm calling it here. I'm gonna hop off, take some medicine. I know you're feeling a little sick too.
Um, hanging, hanging. Feel better, boss.
I will talk to you all. I appreciate you all. Make sure to like, subscribe, give a little some love, share the stream, tell your friends about it.
True.
Um,
We
use
are
code LAB
smashing
for
it
all the
today,
futures
chat.
firms, profit.compare. Any questions about our models and stuff like that, feel free to ask. We'll answer every question that you guys ask, to be honest, as long as it's not silly. Don't make it silly
Yeah.
or about tiramisu. Anyways, wait, you guys have friends?
What kind
I
of
tried to.
dude? Alex is
Lails.
out doing me chat. I don't even have friends. Jeez.
Anyways, appreciate you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.
Alrighty. Later, brother. Ciao. Alrighty, chat. We are back to it. Gold is just expanding away now. I feel bad that I closed the long signature here because this thing would have been printing, but um, I'm just to be so honest, chat, I'll treat this more like the end of an educational session, just because I'm fully locked out on the charts. As I mentioned to you guys, I have no reason to trade more. Smashed the gold longs, sorry, the misses smashed gold longs, and then I have just secured a really good trade on NQ this AM session. So for me, I have no reason to want to get hyper involved with market right now, especially because 10 o'clock is kind of just sideways PA now. It is midweek, no news. So for me right now, there's not a lot of framework for me to want to get involved with that. So as of right now, chat, we're hands off. But if you guys have any questions or anything, don't hesitate to ask me at all. I'd love to answer and see what the general consensus is from chat for general trading questions, etc., or even psychology. So if you guys have anything at all, do not hesitate to ask. Well, fun fact. So the gold trade, once again, I actually didn't take I wasn't the one that personally entered it. It was the missus that entered it. But to give you the general framework for how the trade actually played out, it was taken when we look at the 5 minute confirmation here. Gold was clearly expanding higher. We had extreme bullish price action since the 650, right? So market was genuinely continuing higher at a very aggressive rate. Every 5 minute candle, gold was moving anywhere between 10 to 20 points, right? Um, so what I'm looking for and what I mean, honestly, this is me doing analysis post trade. This was the missus's trade. So we see here that around the 740, we formed a massive 5 minute fair value gap, right? So price wanted to fill out. And when we see gold before, gold continued off this original 5 minute imbalance as well, confirmed it at the 745 and expanded away. So for me, considering that gold as well had a very bearish leg recently, I was anticipating that prices were wanting to move higher. We also had some major draws in liquidity at these highs, and we had news in regards to the war, which was making gold an extremely bullish asset. And we had some very bullish news, which I didn't learn about until this morning. So all this was a retrace into a 5 minute imbalance that closed above the change in state of delivery that led to that move. So here we have the SIST on the 5. We see that price retrace into this fair value on the 5 minute and that closing above the 5 minute fair value gap here. Before then, entry was taken on the closure unintentionally, but intentionally, I mean to say, which then led to a stop at the protected low and targeting the highs. And so, fun fact, this trade was taken with an MGC contract, and I need to check how many points it actually made. It made some money. But I closed partial at around, I think I closed partial at like 10 o'clock, 10:30. And then it just continued to run. It literally never tapped back into that protected low. So Wesley, that was actually the trade setup on MGC from last night. Funny enough. Hey, Lou, would that the trade that you took right after open be considered a reversal or a continuation? I saw you entered on the first presented change in state. This one would be a reversal signature, Dylan. This was an SMT confirmation reversal. So SMT formed, change in state of delivery closure, because when you look at market, this was a manipulation as well. So all I was doing was playing the distribution to the opposing side. So bearish manipulation leads to a bullish expansion or a bullish distribution. Bullish manipulation leads to a bearish distribution. I've passed 5 accounts each on 3 different prop firms, so a total of 15 accounts. What would your strategy be to trade them 1 account at a time, one prop firm? SMM, are you consistent on 1 account? That's the first question I need to ask you before I even get into giving you a model or anything. So yeah, I want to know SMM, what does that look like for you? I'm not honestly, I make some profit and lose it the next day. So my question is, how come you have 15 accounts then? Because the thing for you is having more accounts doesn't make you a more profitable trader. I don't mean to say that to be disrespectful, but having more accounts won't make you a profitable trader, right? Yeah, of course, Wesley, anytime. That was me giving you the rundown. I actually just analyzed my girlfriend's trade for you guys. So now we know why it actually worked out so well, but I think she knew that, honestly. So SMM, the thing is, before you start stacking on more accounts, you need to kind of treat prop firm scenes like it's a video game. So if you want to truly build prop firms, in my opinion, the right way, take this with bias because this is what's worked with me. I want to see myself become consistent with one account. I want to take consistent payouts on one account. Once I take consistent payouts on one account, what do I want to do next? Well, I want to use the payouts from that account, from consistently getting payouts on that account, to fund more accounts. If I buy 10 accounts off the bat and I blow all of them, you're going to consistently blow hundreds, if not thousands of dollars when you know yourself that you can't even hold one account alive, right? So the reality is, if you're truly trying to build the consistency and the discipline to excel and to grow your prop firm capital the right way, slowly use the payouts. So let's say you take a $500 payout, use 250 from that, buy one or two more accounts, scale those slowly. But not if it's one payout. Consistently get a few payouts with one account so you know that you can hold that account alive. That's then what's going to help you. Then what I would say is copy trade those accounts. Once again, this is not financial advice. This is just my education from what worked best with me, right? So that's what would help me personally. And that's what worked with me when I was getting into prop firms. It was using the payouts from one account to consistently take it. Thanks, Leo. Yeah, of course, Auntie. Um, Ox, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Leo, I've been trading for 6 years now. I was profitable after 3 years, and then I got into an accident in my fourth year. Now that I'm back to trading, but I'm no longer consistent. I don't know what to do anymore. Axis, what do you feel like your faults are actively with trading? Like as of right now? So I'm curious to know, Axis, what does that look like for you? Like where do you feel the struggles are? Is it just general building consistency? What's the general issue? Dollar is what I need. I need dollar, dollar, dollar. Totally makes sense. One more question. How would you manage your contract size without one account? Would you use mini to get to payout or micros? Micros. If you're on a 25K or 58K account, there's zero reason why you should be trading minis, especially in the funded stage. Because let's say Trump decides to tweet some bearish news in regards to the war, and you're in a mini instead of micros, you're going to absolutely destroy your account after it's a newly funded stage. So for me, micros work the best. I would say trade micros. Like I'm up for a week and then I blew it all up the next week. It's like a cycle now. Do you have a daily loss limit? I'm assuming you don't. Based on that, I would guarantee right now that you don't have a daily loss limit, a DL. So, Aces, without even knowing your situation, I'm going to say three things here. One, you need to learn to trade one singular trading model. Learning to trade with one model is going to allow you to find where your faults are in trading. If you're consistently hopping between 15 different models, it's very hard for you to maintain consistency in trading because every mistake you make is attached to a different model. First mistake, learn to trade one model extremely well. Second, don't trade aggressive size. And third, have a daily loss limit. I myself, I still have a daily loss limit. If I lose X amount of my accounts, it's an auto lockout on all of my funded accounts. So for you guys, I have to stress it, daily loss limit, because you let your ego get to you and you think that one red trade doesn't define your trading day and you think that you can flip that red day green. And let's say you get lucky one day and it flips green, all you're doing is reinforcing bad habits. But let's say you have that one red trade and you try and overtrade to bring it green again, and it wasn't a lucky trade this time because you're just FOMOing into a high price action candle and it turns red again. Now you're mad that you're twice as red, and then the psychology kicks in where you're going to start overtrading even more, blow your account, oversize, over leverage, etc. Daily loss limit for a 50 case, 300 to 400 for me. What helps you determine when to take a C2 versus a C3? Um, if a C2 like occurs kind of in the middle of price action. Like if we see an hourly sweep inside of a large range, typically I then play expansions. If a C2 occurs as an external sweep, I'll typically take a C2. But Dylan, rule of thumb for me, 80% of the time, we'll say I take candle three continuations. Just off the open, because the open typically allows for really good manipulations. I'll trade C2s at the open, but other than that, most of the time you'll see me trade continuations, Dylan. Really true what you're speaking about, Leo. I'm happy to hear that, Rox. Rooks. Would you start with 1 to 2 micro and go up as your account grows? It depends. Yeah, I would say so. But learn to focus on the process before you start hyperfixating on profits. I'll leave a few more minutes for some questions, Chad, and then honestly, I'm gonna be hopping off here because I'm fully locked out. I have no reason to get involved with this market. And gold is just ripping, dude. Holy cow. You're right. I've been trading three models. Thanks, though. Yeah, like without even knowing your situation, I know your situation because I've worked with a ton of one-on-one clients, and it everybody makes such similar mistakes. Like you got to realize we're all very similar when it comes to trading. There's a few really well-known trading models that we know work. We all have psychological issues when it comes to trading. Some of us have more of a need for quicker trades. Some of us don't have patience. Some of us have patience. Some of us are afraid of risking too much, right? There's so many different psychological factors that affect traders. So just saying. Yeah. Chat, I'm not gonna lie. Gonna call this a shorter stream today. I just don't want to be around the charts right now. Kind of just have some other work that I need to get done. So if we don't have any more questions, I will likely hop off the stream here. I need to check who's on PM session for today, but we do have a PM session stream every day. So make sure you guys are checking that out and subscribing if you have not already. For today, we have Alex today trading earnings report PM sessions. So make sure you guys are tuning into that if you have not already. But honestly, chat, I think I'm gonna just hop off today. I'm up on the day, really solid day, so I can't complain. And honestly, just no reason for me to get involved. I like the way you guys run the lab, a lot of value in here, guys. Big ups, Rox. I appreciate that a lot. Seriously, it means a lot. I mean, I've been here every single morning. All last week, I was here every single morning and most afternoons as well. So we're always here. The goal is to provide education for all of you because at the end of the day, the most satisfying thing, and like Alex and I were talking about this a little bit, I think the most satisfying thing is I know I can make money from trading, but seeing you guys hop in here, learn from us, and take value from these streams brings me a lot more joy than my personal successes. So I'm happy to hear that you guys are enjoying these stream segments. I'm glad the 5:40 a.m. wake ups are worth it for you guys. Thanks again for the value these days. Of course, Chris, anytime. Have a good one. Alrighty, guys. Well, without further ado, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing if you have not already. And without further ado, I'm gonna be hopping off myself here. Much love to everybody, and I will see you. Thank you for spending time with us to share your experience. Of course, RS, anytime. And don't hesitate to ever reach out to me if you guys have any other personal questions in regards to psychology, trading, life, anything like that. Always here for you guys if you need somebody to talk to. But anyways, much love, everybody. I'll see you guys for tomorrow AM session. Alrighty, everybody. Ciao, ciao. Bye.